Yeah, yeah. If I had to say anything, it's fuck 'em. Who is? Now he back. Yeah, he back. Yeah, he back. Yeah, he back. I been here, nigga. I had to fall back just to level right. Cut the convo short, cut the circle tight. Too many voices, not enough drive. So I needed the world just to feel alive. They was popping out, and I was tapping in. Skip few scenes just to really win. Had to go group chats, silence the phone. Still hearing my thoughts when I sat alone. I used to say yes just to feel involved. Now I say no and problems dissolve. Yeah. I skipped events they thought I'd change. Yeah. I stopped linking when the vibes that drained. Yeah. I ain't mad, I'm just an unavailable. Too locked in, not really debatable. I quit scrolling, double down on the craft. Watch my months fly back while I built my path. Had to lose touch just to gain control. Had to miss out just to feed my soul. They want pics, I'm inside with purpose. I'm not antisocial, I'm just anti-circus. I'm not with the beef, it's the bandwidth. I don't hate you, I just plan this. You ever isolate just to grow in peace? Ever cancel brunch just to build in peace? I ain't Hollywood, I'm the home and zone. They chasing status, I'm buying zones. Now I sleep good with my phone on mute, cause I made real moves in the quiet pursuit. So if you ain't see me, just know to play. I ain't falling off, I just fell away from you fake ass niggas. It's a whole new day. Now what I gotta say, I'm a king in this fucking thing. Little nigga, now who is? I done move like the rest. I been light in the stride where the echoes know the answer. So whisper my God talk out of dark, refined by the tide. Now I walk through dimensions with the truth at my ride. They chase likes, I chase alignment. They seek height, I seek refinement. Every verse is a cloak and every pause is assignment. God is scripting my steps and then the stars consignment. I'm a real walker that can't track my trace. Leave no points to in the field of just a person space. I'm a real walker, move with the silence and grace. Every border's a gate and every rhyme's a
really strong influence over teaching their people around health. We've had somebody generate $95 per click for a year and a half, $350,000 in sales,
Right.
because every 6 people that click on our website buy a device. And then we've recently moved into influencers who are more like um, beautiful people. You know
Of
what I
course.
mean?
Yeah.
And the
Beauty
beautiful
self.
people. Yeah, well, the beautiful people can have 1,000 clicks and 2 purchases,
I see. It's less
right?
conversion. Right.
Yeah. So conversion is massively different based on influence. Like, what influence does that person have? So if they're just looking at the person because they're hot, it's not a lot of influence. But if they're going to them for their health advice, that's the highest.
Right. Right. So doctors, pretty much doctors, anyone in the healthcare industry would be a great influencer to start marketing the products or the bundle.
Chiropractors, people who own wellness centers with multimodalities available, some massage therapists, but like it's not as impactful, but it can be. You
Right.
know, my first sale was to Giselle Bundchen's assistant. And I was like, how did I get that order? And about 3 weeks later, my affiliate was like, do you get that order from Giselle? And I was like, yeah. And he said, well, I was giving her a massage and I let her try the water. So she sent her assistant in the other
Oh
room
wow.
to get two devices. you know? So
Wow. Was
yeah.
that
So
the portable device?
yeah. I mean, that
Okay,
was 2013. That was a long time ago. Um,
right.
you know,
Has it
that
changed
was when
much?
yeah. I mean, back
Yeah,
then the portable device, if you think about it, a device carries resonance, right?
understood.
So like it always bothered me that I was selling a plastic device to solve a plastic water bottle problem. And then I got the opportunity to have one made out of copper. I was like,
Mhm.
whoa, with crystals in it? Like,
Right,
that's amazing, you know?
right, top
So,
tier.
yeah, so the resonance of the wellness enterprise is something I'm extraordinarily proud of.
Mhm.
And I'm now using the language that the Aqua Energizer carries the resonance of loving unity because that's what I care about. And everything that I do is designed to have that be my customer's experience. So I'm talking about like intentionally sourcing materials and then bringing them into a facility that has been marked off the section of the facility where the aqua energizers are manufactured and the energetics in that part are specifically attended to. And then when the new stuff comes in, it sits on our clearing plates until we're ready to use it. And so sometimes it sits there for a couple of months inside of this harmonic space. And everything we do is attuned that way, and the decisions we make about what goes on the device and where it goes on the device. You probably don't know, but when we finish manufacturing each device, we
Mhm.
then have a single person, the same person every time, measure the balance point of that device and determine where to apply the logo to cause that individual device to stay at its highest point,
Wow.
because the minerals that adhere to the outside are alive. And sometimes they come in thick over here and almost non-existent
Right.
over here. And so every individual device is its own balanced instrument. And we're tending to all of that.
That makes total sense. And that was beautifully put. I understand that fully. And I think what we can do now is kind of carry that over. I believe Milan's in here now. You want to say hi, Milan, so we know you're up and running.
Yeah, it's good. How you guys
Um,
doing?
Hey, good to see you again.
You too. You too. I'm sorry I'm not on camera. I'm on camera on stream. I can't put my camera two places. I do
It's all
have
good.
a second camera,
It's
but I
all good.
didn't set it up. So, yeah, you're not gonna be able to see me this time, but it's all good.
That's right. I feel your resonance in your beautiful voice. So we're good.
Cool, cool. How's
he
everything
does.
going?
Yeah. So I think now would be a great time, since you are limited on time, Patrick. If you want to tell the viewers, we're showing 102 viewers right now, tuned in, listening to us. If you want to give them an overview of who you are and what you do, and kind of just remind them why we're using you because you're so good.
I'm so excited to have this conversation. I had a very successful first career, and inside of that, I started giving back to my community. And as I gave back, I became the chairman of the recycling committee in Hingham, Massachusetts. And I actually thought that I could make a difference with getting rid of single serve plastic water bottles on this earth. And the motivation to do that was something that split my heart wide open more than even having my kids. Like, it was the strongest feeling I've ever had in my life. And so I just followed it. And so what I did was I pursued it from a me orientation, of course, because that's who I was at that stage in my life. And I was like, how am I going to sell a lot of filters and help people with that? Like, the quality of the water became the issue. And then, as life would have it, like, structured water came knocking on my door, and I was like, no, no, thanks. Like, energy of water doesn't make any sense to me, and the devices, they're single purchase, no replacement parts, no maintenance. I was like, how can I be in a business that has no residual income? Like, I was too about me, and life was like, listen, dude, you're either like, I had 4 different lines of filters that I sold, and I lost money in all 4. And it's not that easy to lose money on a line of water filters, but I did. And I was like, all right, what's the message here? And the message is that filters, for me, are an option. And the essential part of treating water is the energy of water. And so I dove into that. And back in 2013, I don't think there was another company in the world that was just distributing structured water devices, because it was a horrible business model. So
In
I just
2013, right? Yeah.
right? I just didn't have a choice. Like, God was so clear to me that there are open doors and closed doors. So if you want to feel like you're rubbing sandpaper on your head, try to go through a closed door. So I started to open the door, and then I started to learn that we've built our entire culture on misunderstandings. So filtration is great for reducing toxicity. But if you look at some of the scientists who were ignored by the mainstream, people like Dr. Jacques Ben-Veniste, you find that he found you could take an allergen, put it in water, remove it 100% so it's gone, it's not measurable, and then you could expose that water to white blood cells, and they would act in the way they did with the allergen. So what's going on there? And then if you look, right, memory. And so then if you look at Dr. Wolfgang Ludwig, he did the same concept with electromagnetic frequencies. And what they showed was no matter how much you filter your water, you're only going to get part way there. And there's always going to be a residual energetic that's in the water. And so I've been in a 13-year journey that has blown me away that life could go this deep. Like, if somebody said you can open your third eye or pineal gland, I'd be like, what are you talking about? But then I started getting this pulsing in my head, and I'd get these knowings. Like, I'm driving to my brother's rehearsal dinner, and we're already late, and we're on the highway in Connecticut, an area that I don't know. And I'm like, kids, I'm getting off at the next exit. They're like, Dad, we're an hour away. I'm like, I don't care, I'm getting off. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, figure out how to like map over to I-95.
Right.
Like, okay. And then we're mapping over, make it work. And so we're driving over to I-95, and they go, Dad, 4-mile backup red if we had crossed that next exit. And so knowings start to happen. And until you start to live your life in the flow of these knowings, it doesn't make any sense. But then once you start to experience it, then you start to realize how connected all of life is and how it is working on your behalf. And that's accessible through the water molecule. So not only, like, we could take people in through the toxicity conversation, and that's great to get them started because that's where they are. That's where everybody's thinking. But then when you open up the energetics and you start to have a different, softer, more loving, more connected version of life, you start to realize how benevolent this life is. So that's what's available. And so your physical body benefits from real hydration. So let me dive in for a second to dehydration, which is what everybody's got, versus natural hydration.
100%.
Right? Okay. So at the edge of the cell is something recently discovered, like in the last 15, 20 years, called the aquaporin channel. And if you've ever drank a bunch of H2O and at once and felt it slosh around in your gut, you know the difference between getting water in the cells and having it be outside the cells. The sloshing in the gut, that's man-made water, that's H2O. And I'm here to tell you that the belief you have that water is H2O is incomplete. It's only one part of the story. When you take water out of a pipe, when you filter it, when you drink it out of a bottle, that is H2O, man-made water. But when you expose that water to natural frequencies and you turn it back into nature's water, the predominant state of the way the hydrogen and oxygen are bonding with one another changes to H3O2. And what matters about that, you can look at the work of Dr. Gerald Pollack, the book released in 2013, The Fourth Phase of Water, if you want to dive into the science on that. But the basic there is that the nature's water has a negative charge. So the aquaporin channel operates based on charge. So if you pour normal water, H2O, into your body has to convert it in order to get it into your cells. So you're spending energy hydrating yourself.
Exactly.
So, right, so everybody's chasing energy through coffee, caffeine, and sugar, and they're putting positive charge in their body, and then their body has to work harder. They're not getting the energy that they want. They just get a roller coaster.
Exactly.
But when you immerse yourself in living water, now the water just goes to your cells, and your cells open up, and they pull it in with charge, with ease and grace, and you get hydrated. And I would suggest, based on plenty of evidence, but we'll take the work of Dr. Zach Bush, who studied phase angle measurements in his medical practice for a long time that 99% plus of us are dehydrated. And that you don't actually even know what it feels like to be hydrated. And what it feels like is when you start to drink water from an Aqua Energizer, your mouth softens and gets wet because the hydration process starts as soon as it touches your body, it starts absorbing because your body doesn't have to work at all for it. So you do that for a period of weeks or months and you start to rehydrate and then you start to have energy. So like for me, caffeine and sugar, well, sometimes sugar still, but that's a different issue. But caffeine, like going after artificial energy sources, I'm just not interested. Like
Oh,
I drink water all the time, and I have the energy that I want, that I need to live on. So I was after the plastic bottle industry, and you know what life showed me is that the key is health. So what's so exciting about this conversation, and you know, kudos to you guys for your awareness because you have the background in filtration, but you've been going, hey, there's something more. And
100.
now you bring in the perfect combination, right? Like, let's reduce the toxicity by as much as we can. Maybe it's 99.99 or even 100% of the physical. But then let's also transform the energetics so that I would suggest we want to shift the dialogue in this world from I'm chasing purity, I'm chasing purity, I'm chasing purity, and I'm afraid, so I'm trying to take things out, to
Right.
what is life sustaining? What causes life to flourish? And what causes life to flourish is nature's water and natural hydration, nature's water, that's H3O2.
I agree completely. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And that's why when we came across your site, it was a no-brainer. You know, you used copper products, which we know the benefits of copper. You should listed all your research, why you use everything you use, and you have the education to back it up. So for us, it was a no-brainer to use your products and bundle them, like you said, remove as much contaminants from the water as possible and then take it to that next step because it really is that next step. Um, People don't know what they're missing when they don't
They,
have it.
they don't. And there's one more thing that I want to share, like who I've become as an entrepreneur in the process of being congruent with my product is I used to brand our company as the Structured Water Superstore. I wanted everybody who bought structured water to come to me. And then as I lived that mission, I shifted it. And what we call ourselves now is the company that loves you. And that's not the way people do business, but it's the way we do business. We love people. And so our goal is listening to the stories of the transformation that happens in our clients' lives. That's the goal. That's how I would know I was doing my work correctly and actually pursuing that initial dream to get rid of single serve water bottles is
Right.
by knowing that a person's life transforms. So back when I was filling my car with 4 kids on a regular basis, I would always have my, like large water bottle with me.
Oh,
But then I'd have a gallon right behind it, a glass bottle with a gallon of water. And I mean, I can drive 70 miles an hour on the highway and pour from a 1 gallon bottle into a smaller container like nobody you'll ever meet
you could say you must have done it a few times.
yeah, yeah. Now the kids are older; they do the pouring for me, so
There you go.
we're a little safer. But yeah, it was essential. It was always. And so as you choose to partner with us, like our goal is to make you look good, and the way we make you look good is we make your customers have the most amazing experience. And so we invite people to notice the difference with us. We're a small company, so we can't always answer on the first ring, but we can always call you back and we can respond to every email and we can listen to what's going on in our clients' lives. And that's what we do.
That's right. And I'm gonna paste your website in the chat so the viewers know what we're talking about if they want to look at it while we're going over this.
That's great. And I appreciate you doing that. And, we don't have any kind of formal arrangement right now. So if anybody does just jump in and buy something, just tell me where you heard about us so that I know and can share the wealth. We do as a small business want to grow as many small businesses as possible. And so we do, want to make sure that we take care of you, Dustin and Milan.
Most definitely. Yeah, we look forward to what we're going to achieve together. Like you said, I think you put it great when you said this is the next step, having that filtration system that you can trust. There's no pharmaceuticals, herbicides, pesticides coming from your water. Then you take that water, you transform it into what you say is nature's water, and that's when the human body is actually going to be hydrated. And these people do not know what they're missing because a lot of people think they're hydrated. They drink tons of water, you name it, and
Yeah.
simply
Clear
not.
urine. Yeah, clear urine doesn't mean hydrated. What means hydrated to me is that I sleep well. I'm really creative. Like you hear that concept of the answer to every question you seek is inside of you. Well, the thing that connects everything is the water molecule. And so when I am probably hydrated, which for me I think is really often, I can just take a breath, like relax myself, and things like open in information. There was an experiment done in the 1950s by a guy named Dr. Carl Pribram, and what he did was he wanted to figure out which part of the brain held memory. So he used rats and he cut out all the different parts of the brain, and no matter which part was missing, the rats still had memory because the memory's not in the brain.
Ah,
The memory's in the water.
that's right. And we hold water in our skin, right? We hold water all throughout our body, and it's in a different phase, right? That's the fourth phase of water you
So I
speak
got an
of.
idea. I know we talked about something last meeting, right? I was talking about how do we prove the difference between structured water and not structured water, right? And I know we talked about like maybe making some type of device to do that. Now that I'm thinking about it, and as you guys been talking, we should probably create a water bottle, right? Like a conscious water bottle. The same way that this, like, how a mood ring would work, and you'd wear that mood ring, and it would turn a specific color based on your mood. We can do the same thing with a water bottle, where imagine it changes its aura color based off of the water is structured, filtered, dead, or alive, right? And that will instantly tell you, no matter what water you put in there, the difference of the water you're drinking. So now when they use one of our filters, they use, your filter specifically with structured water, they can see the difference between the water in their faucet and the water that went through your filter. And that will dramatically change, could go viral too, because now people can do that as a project for themselves. They can do it for fun. So it's something I think I will patent for Self Labs, because I think that's a very good idea to just show people the difference of, water that's out there, because I know what you're saying, Patrick, but most people do not know that. There's only the people that are in a deep meditative state and understand consciousness, where they're now looking for other ways to expand that consciousness. So when they're looking at water, the average Joe doesn't even know the difference between smart water and Essentia, right? But if I can show you the difference that, first of all, both both smart water and Essentia are both dead, technically, because they're not going through a structured process. They're sitting in a plastic water bottle. That's the difference, right? So I think having this conscious mentality of selling this water bottle to show you, okay, put your water in here, and it doesn't matter if it's alkaline or not, you will still see it's dead, right? And the difference of it being dead is exactly what you've been explaining for the last 20 minutes is you'll feel different, you'll sleep better, you'll feel more creative, and all those things because of the beneficial factors of a live structured water.
I love where you're going, and until you get that manifested, what I'm going to stick with is that people can tell for themselves. Like the Aqua Energizer that we offer now is the most powerful product the structured water industry has ever seen. And we're so sure that people will feel the difference, and we get so few returns that we just changed our shipping policy. We haven't published it yet, but I will definitely honor it for your full audience, and we will get it published. And what it is we'll pay shipping both ways and give you 100% money back guarantee. So what we're saying is just bring it into your body and feel it. And we know that you're going to feel it. And hey, if somebody doesn't feel it, they can call me up and I will talk them to feeling it, because I've done that many, many, many times. Or they can return it, and it's no sweat either way. But I got to leave that as our last thought, because I have another appointment I got to scoot to.
Sure.
But I really appreciate what you guys are doing, and I'm here to jump back on whenever you want, and to just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper.
Sounds good. I
Definitely.
appreciate your time.
We loved having you. Thank you, Patrick.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll talk to you later.
All
Bye
right.
See
for
you next
now.
time. I love that water bottle idea. That's huge.
Oh yeah, I'm literally writing a patent as we speak.
I figured.
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, whoa, wait a minute, because I have a lot of devices that I want to come out with, so that's one of them.
Mhm.
I have like Stuff OS is changing into a health app too, so
Okay.
it's I already have patents on the health side. The other quantum AI side is published on the AI, I mean on the patent side, but it's not fully done. So at least the health side, I can right away reward people for their health. And I'm just trying to figure out, okay, what's the difference between things? And as like, back in 2016, I wasn't as conscious as I am now. Like, I understand a lot that Patrick just mentioned, right? But the average
Right.
Joe does not, and they need proof. And it's really, no matter how much we talk, yes, and he's very benevolent to even offer the fact that he would give people free shipping both ways. That's great, right?
He's
But
so confident.
yeah, that's great. But people still have to go with their own mentality, right? And
Right. The consumer has to be confident.
yeah,
Patrick can be as confident as he wants, but yeah, the consumer has to be confident.
and even though they may feel different, they will rather come up with an excuse that they feel different, or if they truly believe that that filter was working, then they may allow that to be the reason. But the average Joe finds any other reason to be the actual reason, right? Especially when you go into medical stuff. Like now, if you have a medical doctor, for example, saying structured water is bullshit, now we have a
Mhm.
problem, right? So now we need our own scientific proof. And I just think the water bottle is that thing, right? It's not expensive to build. It's really the same type of detectors we would put in certain things. Like I was telling you before, like how we can put different things in a potato and then the light bulb will go off, right? So it's that same
Right.
mentality, but just with water, right?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So I think it costs literally $10. You can sell 15. It's not that
Mhm.
big of a deal, right?
Right. Right. And it could be like get it white labeled for Smart Choice or for him. So yeah, there's definitely a future with that. Shit, I want one right now.
I know.
I
I'm telling you.
also thinking copper would be a viable option.
And it could
Right.
structure the water itself, right? So it could technically
Mhm.
take the dead water and over time, sitting in that water bottle, structure it. Because it could have
Correct.
quartz crystals around it, it could have different things around it that will eventually make it structure.
Right. Or one of these frequency generators. I got it backwards.
Yeah.
But that at the base of it, right? So you have your Rodon coil that's basically just sending a certain frequency. What is Earth's frequency? Like 8.63, right?
Truman,
it's
yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Another Earth frequency. That tends to work really good on my copper water. But like you said, it's going to be R&D and figured out exactly what's going to be best. So
But that's also another point, right? Like we're not technically going after Earth's frequency, right? Earth's frequency is Earth's body's frequency. It's really human's frequency. Every human has a baseline frequency, just like your fingerprint, actually, right? And it's unique.
that's a great point.
It's unique. Yours is completely different than mine, right? So
Mhm.
sometimes, like, we're not all the way there yet, where it's like technically food and water and everything we consume is personal based off of you. It's not based off of a like quote unquote overall diet that everyone's supposed to eat. It's just not how it works, right? Like you're supposed to eat a certain amount of food and a certain amount of things of food, and I'm supposed to eat certain things of food.
Right. We all recharge differently. We all harvest energy differently via different sources, right?
Even if we do the same shit every day. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why like fasting is a huge thing. There, people are pulling energy from the atmosphere, and monks don't eat food and lots of very important things. So I'm I think that was good that we had him on there because even though we weren't able to get down to some of the finer things with actually shipping some of the products in bundles, we'll have to get him back on stream for that. But now we have a direction to go with backing up our claims, the benefits of structured water, because I think you're correct. There's always going to be that one guy out there that it benefits him to call BS, right? And he's going to do that 10 times out of 10. So having that is going to be a huge help for all
Even
of us,
just for
right?
clout. Yeah, I mean, people do things for clout all the time, whether it's true or not, right? And that's the problem. So I love Patrick's energy, and I'm like, you're living the life of it, and that's why you're so happy and feel good about it.
Mhm.
But to get someone as the cattle and to bring them over to the scenario that you're in, it's a little harder, right? Because they just have their own belief of water already, right? They've been
Right.
drinking plastic water bottles since the inception of their own life.
Yeah, they've been conditioned to it for for as
Yeah.
long as however old they are.
The furthest they went with water so far is that they don't drink tap water; they drink bottled water, right? That's most individuals, and that's not even
100%
close
correct.
to what's supposed to be happening.
Correct. Yeah, and one thing he mentioned before he hopped on, he hopped on a bit early. I was asking him about what we talked about last time with the influencers, and to sum it up, he basically said that, if we get a beautiful female that's an influencer with millions of followers, maybe one sale is going to come off of 100 views. You know what I mean? The conversion rate is a lot slower, or lower is a better word. But someone in the healthcare industry that has that kind of spotlight on healthcare, a doctor, pediatrician, something along those lines, he said he gets a lot better conversion rate. He had someone along those lines doing $85 per click. He was converting. So to market the structured water device, I do believe we have to go down the route of um, that kind of route.
To do the structured water device, meaning like his filters or the water bottle I'm talking about.
No, his structured water device.
Got it. I think this is a three-way partnership, though. Again, like when we talked about the first meeting, I was like, I'm gonna create products around the products you guys create and sell. Right? You're the marketplace. You're selling filters, and I think at that point, I can create this water bottle. You could sell that too, right?
Yeah.
But ideally, when I'm in a scenario like this is where I bring in the marketing, and I think he's right. Yes, we can have beautiful girl with millions of followers, and I can easily attract that with the type of stream that I have nowadays, right? But
Right.
I think what we're doing is good. It's just really just educating people on what's happening, and I think that's kind of more of a self labs thing than any of both of you, because self labs is supposed to be the one that's the scientist, the one that's really breaking down the difference between everything, and
Mhm. And has the following.
yeah, but it's not just a following; it's just what we do every day, right? Like
Right.
I'm in the lab legitly every day, like that's all I do. So it's like that's where, again, it's really our duty to educate, and that's why we're doing it on stream right now because we want to just educate people and show people everything live. But I think you're already doing what you're supposed to do. Like you're supposed to just be the marketplace, the place that everybody trusts and goes and purchases everything that we have found to be good, right?
Right.
But I really think it's up to us to come up with education. It's up to Patrick to continue doing what he's doing on the structured water process, and then us just figure out, okay, who is the best influencer to be in the middle of this to really help us understand this. Now, I still think RFK should be involved somehow, so we have to attract them somehow,
I
some way,
agree.
because I know he knows about this. It's just so far off of what he's probably thinking because he's more of in the artificial flavors and that type of world
Mhm.
right now. But once that's over, where do you go to next? And it should be water. There's literally like 30 different water companies, but none of them are structured. So it's like, what are you guys doing? So
Right.
that's what's crazy to
Exactly.
me.
You look at Zephyr Hills, and it does not come from that mountain that's on the
Mm-mm,
logo. You know what I mean?
not at all. Which
That's
is
not
weird.
where it's coming from.
Which is crazy, right? So, and then you think about alkaline, which is fine. It's better, right? You have less mucus being developed in a person's body, but you still have the fact that it's dead water. And none of us
Correct.
honestly have drinking structured water a lot. I mean, me and you probably count on both of our hands on how much we really drink structured water, like legit
Right.
structured water, right? I know
The amount of times I sit down and I plug that frequency generator in, and I
Mhm.
actually let it charge in the sun for a couple hours and then come back and drink it. Yeah, it's on my left hand for sure, because it's a task, and you have to set the proper intentions for it. And we're basically going to streamline that process, right?
Yeah,
Making it accessible and easy to do, and it's going to be so easy you're going to want to offer it to your guests. It's not just a personal thing.
yeah. So I think it's up to us to figure out, okay, how do we make it easy, right? You're already selling the two products. That's where we talked about the bundles. I think that's a good idea. I still think his shit is just expensive, man. That's one thing I want to ask him on this thing because it's high.
Yeah,
It's high.
hmm
It's
I
high
agree.
value stuff, and I get it. I definitely agree. It should be. costly in some way, but when it's that high, that's kind of crazy. So we gotta
I
figure it
agree.
out.
Completely. We'll figure something out with him. He's been more than flexible with us. So, and for the guy to come in and hop on and spend 20 minutes talking to us, I was very surprised that happened because we only reached out to him within 2 days ago to schedule this, and he jumped right on, and he brought the energy as well as us. So,
Definitely brought the energy.
yeah, we definitely have a good three-way partnership here. And it's like he said, it's just one of those things that happened, right? It just happened organically and naturally. We found his device, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And he found us.
So what are we looking at here? We're looking at the ads.
This doubled. Yesterday was 193.
Oh wow.
So last night something happened.
Well,
They,
again, this is where it's cool when people. If I put something on stream, people come on stream, they go back on Instagram, they're gonna see your ad.
Mhm.
So that's what's cool. Where what I'm saying, what we're doing. So the more views we get, the more that's gonna happen. That's why I said we have to start creating content around everything we do, because then it will drive the traffic right back to where you go. But I still think most of your sales are gonna come from Facebook. As we start to do this more and more. Yes, it will go to Amazon now. So today it will be Amazon, but as we get bigger as a brand and as a product, that's where it will lead more to Facebook and Instagram, because we
I
will get the
agree.
attention right there, and as long as we're selling it correctly right there, it should convert.
100%. Yeah, because it'll be a no-brainer to them by the time we get the education out and they see the reliability in the products because we're using top of the line products. Water Drop is industry leading for water filtration at the moment. So um,
I appreciate
it's
that, Mon. Earth's frequency is 7.83.
I had it backwards. I think I said 863
Yeah,
and 783.
783.
Cool.
Yo,
Damn, I've been doing it wrong this whole time. I've been charging it to Saturn.
yeah, I guess you're on a different planet, legit. But it's all good. It's all good. Now what's cool is that there's a lot of people watching. There's a lot of followers that came in. So I thank all you guys for came and coming. I think we had 1,000 followers come overnight, which is crazy.
Nice, man.
6 subs came overnight as well. Appreciate that. Those are our first 6 subs, so that was cool. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep doing this. We have a lot of clients to work with, and I work with a lot daily. So I think a lot of people will learn a lot that's going on, and then I want to eventually combine some of you clients together. And some of you guys are working on different things, but you have similar mentalities of where you guys want things to go. Obviously, everybody wants to get rich and everybody wants to make a lot of money, but there's a lot of consciousness type of brands around me. So if we can combine them, like how, yes, you and Patrick have similarities on you selling water filters, him making a filter, and it's obviously a great marriage there. But there can easily be another brand that's doing something else that there's another marriage there again, right? And bringing you both on stream just helps education more because we're bringing someone from another field, different angle to say, hey, did you think about it this way? And that's where the aha moment can come a little faster than us just speaking about water filters directly. If that makes sense.
100%. Yeah, it kind of goes back to the collective consciousness. I mean, everybody should know about this. And the unfortunate thing is that there's very, very little that do know about it. So, yeah, I think once people grasp the weight of this and understand where this is going, they're gonna hook right up and follow us along, and if and not only follow us, but also lead us with their own avenue as well, because they're gonna bring their education to the table and add on top of everything that we're saying. So your viewers better than I do, and I know you know who to bring on. So
Got a lot of projects that I'm working on, so I'll definitely think about it a little more and see who some brands. I have influencers as well, so there will be some co-streamers that come on the platform soon. Probably either starting next week or the following week, maybe right around July 4th.
okay,
I'll have people here. I'll have girls here. I'll have girls with a lot following. Some girls have 100,000 followers, and others have a decent amount. They all do different things in life. Don't judge them. But they do have the followers, right? So To have those type of followers and to be talking about the subject, they're obviously all health based and focused in that way. So they would love to know about more that's going on with Smart Choice Water and things like that. So I think we need to just make more content in the meantime for Smart Choice Water. Um, at some point, we probably should make you on your own avatar, not like mine. Not aggressive, not wild, but
Come on.
nah, you're gonna get. Trust me, I'm surprised I haven't gotten hit with TOS, and thank you guys for not banning me. But he's been saying the most wild shit ever. But anyway,
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
there,
if mine
there,
talks like yours, I don't think I can.
there is
Dude,
a
I'm
whole
throwing
new
hands.
structure of an avatar that I can create. Kind of like you see my avatar in Zoom, right? Like my avatar in Zoom is totally created by me from scratch. The other one is not totally made from me by scratch. So there's some things I just cannot control in that scenario. So when he hits certain things, I can't control it, unfortunately. With these avatars you're looking at, they could look way more realistic nowadays. I made this avatar you're looking at maybe 4 years ago, so it's pretty old. And it could look like very realistic. So what I'm thinking is like TikTok Shop is a big thing. And it's still big. It has not slowed down at all, and I thought it would, and it hasn't. So what we should do is create a live channel. The only shitty part about TikTok Live is that they force you to have with your face on live. I think it's 3 lives, and after you do 3 lives, then they allow you to kind of do it without a face. So you would have to go on live yourself 3 times. After you do that, you talk about Smart Choice Water, all the products. Then we have the avatar go in, and it just sits there 24 hours a day, literally like Home Shopping Network, going over every single water filter in Smart Choice Water all day, every day.
On demand, right? Per ask, right?
Yeah, exactly. And not even per ass. It's just like it's just on, right? So it's gonna go, hey, here's a Brita filter, and actually show the Brita filter. So it's actually gonna pull up the Brita filter because all it is a 3D object. So that 3D object now gets pulled up. It shows it, turns it just like Home Shop Network would do. Then goes, okay, this costs this. Person knows, okay, this is at a TikTok shop. If they like it, they click the button. If they don't, it goes to the next product, and it just does that over and over and over and over. And I think
That's
that alone will at least help drive traffic to the platform, and then we can figure out what's happening from there. So we can at least be on our own, and then obviously do the Amazon stuff as well. So I want to segue into that real quick. Where did that go? Did you reach out to OnRamp? Did you reach out to?
Yeah, I reached out to OnRamp. I was trouble deciding between what is it, Sellerfi and OnRamp. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with Sellerfi, just because it's kind of together. I guess you could say with Amazon, Walmart.
Well,
It was
why are you
created
doing one or
for.
the other?
What's that?
Why are you doing one or the other?
Well, I got them both sent out with applications, so I'm just
Oh,
waiting to hear
okay.
back from them.
Oh, you just like one more than the other. You're saying.
Right, yeah, correct. I have a preference for Sellerfi rather than
Why is that?
because I created, and the back end just seems a lot more accessible and understandable for me personally.
Gotcha. Your closet looks like
So,
someone's gonna come out of it. It's like bugging me out.
say that again.
I say your closet looks like someone's gonna come out of it eventually. It's just bugging me out. Like it's like one of those horror movies where it's like it's gonna slowly open. And
It is dark out.
it's just gonna be whatever that was in there coming out soon. But I watch it
I
anyways.
They could try, that's for sure. So Sellerfi requires access to view following data. I'd imagine all this is good. Selling partner insights. Sellerfi is able to access the selling partner insights, Amazon fulfillment, pricing, finance and accounting,
Are
product
you sharing
listing.
something or no? I tried, please. No, you're just telling me what's good.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
Oh, okay.
It pretty much has to do that. So I'm connecting Sellerfi to our Amazon shop now for North America.
But they want you to connect to Amazon to do invoice factoring like Revera was doing. It don't sound like they're doing merchant financing.
It approved me for up to. I did the application right. I put in estimated loan amount, right, 200,000, which is higher because it would have 130,000 for the X drop X12s, and then 30,000 for the structured water devices. So that's 160.
Mm-hmm.
So I estimated 200,000 loan amount, and then 300,000 estimated income. So I believe they gave us a budget of, I think it was like 300,000, and then the next step was to connect the account. I'm gonna share for you so you can see.
Pre-approved for 300,000. They said you're approved.
That's what they said. I'm approved for 300,000. Yeah,
Pre-approved or approved? It's a
I
big difference.
imagine approved,
That's
but
a big difference. Yeah, because I'm curious on like where is the approval coming from? Is it coming from because you said what you're doing, or because connecting a Walmart or Amazon account basically says to me like, okay, they're looking for invoices too, right? Just like Revere was saying.
I think right. I did look on chat, and it does say that they're gonna want proof of what is it? A sales history for sure. Um, Sellerfi has a funding style of loans and advances. Their repayment method is fixed installments, so a certain percentage per sale. It's best for working capital. Sales history, yes, they definitely need a sales history, but it can integrates with Amazon and Walmart.
Sounds like Revere.
So what's that?
Sounds like Revere. Because there's also there's other. We're not going after like merchant cash advancements. That's what we want. Right? We want someone that's gonna pay the invoices of these products and then they go out to Amazon FBA.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds like they're gonna fund you after you have an FBA ready and then waiting for your sales.
Yeah. I bet you exactly right.
Which is still good. It's still good to go through that process. I just thought they were gonna do merchant.
So on ramp, chat says on ramp is revenue based financing. That's their funding style. Repayment method is a percentage of sales. They're flexible, and it's best for cash flow friendly growth. Integrates with Amazon, Walmart, and sales history needed. Yes. I share. Yeah. So I haven't completed Sellerfi because it doesn't sound like we're going to be using them, so I'm not going to finish that. But what I'll do is I'll show you this while I'm doing it. So we can kind of mutually understand it.
I think I get where OnRamp is gonna go. Let's see. They're gonna have you connect, and they're gonna say, "Interesting. You're already logged into Amazon."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised. It never does that shit. It's normally like, yeah, they can confirm this and get this email and all this.
We sent your code to your.
That was just too good to be true. I was like, wow, that worked.
Watch this work too.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think we should be that happy about that. But Walmart shouldn't be that hard though. Walmart, they don't care. Like low key, they really don't care about protection, and they should. They're not as strict as Amazon. Amazon is like, bro, we want to know everybody that touches our buttons. I don't care who you think it is. I don't care if you hired someone overseas. Tell us who it is. Of course, there's an error with Walmart. No, we don't have anything. No, there's a LCS search engine. Yeah, search engine. It's technically, AI.
Right. It's the best one. Great, we're working on your pre-approval.
I'm trying to think of that other company. Remember when we were like doing this before, and that's how we found Revere because you eventually like asked many of them, or maybe I got Revere. I don't remember. But anyway, there was one company that I was talking about that I was like, this is another one. Can I remember the name back then? That we did figure out the name, then I forgot it again. But that particular company does merchant cash advances. So what they'll do is you'll give them the invoice, like I was saying. So Patrick's invoice, for example, they will pay for that invoice. They will then, since it's paid, it would get shipped to FBA, and then everything I'm saying what happened. We just gotta figure out the name of that company again.
Was it 8 Fig?
No,
I had it up.
I didn't even give it to you in the list. I really didn't. I'm trying to see. It's Oh yeah, it's not even in there. It's not even in my head at all.
You need some structured water, dog.
No, I don't. I even just tried to meditate real quick, and that shit did not work. It was like, it ain't there. It's like I just scanned. I'm like, it ain't there. Trust me. Fuck, man. What is that shit called? It's
That's
Nah, it's
not
not even gonna be in the history because it was literally a year ago. So unless you go all the way down to a year, we ain't gonna know. And you didn't even have Brave a year ago, so this is another reason why you wouldn't fund it. They just it just came ahead. They just changed their name. It was 2 words, now it's 1. I just don't remember.
Fuck, I'm starting to remember. Lost it.
I don't even know the letter it starts with. That's the crazy part. So I can't even like ask chat and be like, yo, it starts with this. Well, I'm nothing. I wasn't
Right, nothing to beat it with. Honestly, Riviera is so prominent in my head right now because it kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, I wonder why he wouldn't do a merchant. I mean, I get it, but it's like it's kind of the same thing, and I was hoping he would just do the front side of it.
Right.
I do understand his point because they just want to make sure you're having money come in so they don't lose money. So I understand that, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I just thought since it came from a referral that it would have some flexibility on the terms there. But
Right. That, do their best. Mhm. Dude, I'm not even like close to a year.
no, you're still in April.
Second, dude, is crazy.
Jesus.
It just froze.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to go no more.
Sick, bro. You ain't gonna find it, dog. I wasn't able to find a attorney today, but I'm still working on that. The guy I asked about the referral, he's on vacation in Colorado. I think he's getting back on Monday, so should definitely have that over the weekend.
No rush right now. Like I said, it's not a big deal right now. It's just as sales pick up, as we start to get bigger as a brand, just want to make sure we have someone on file. I have an attorney too. I give to you right away, but I'm just saying like he's expensive. So
Right.
just make it very very clear when you're reaching out to him. Don't just reach out to him for advice because that was me at one point, and yeah, that's high bill. I learned later. I was like, oh shit, shouldn't be doing this every day.
And he responds with like a yes or a no, and you're just like,
No,
fuck.
he's very oriented and detailed. I give him that. And if he doesn't know the answer, his firm is huge, so that he'll go get any other one of them motherfuckers and say, "Can you answer this question for him?" And they will answer it very thoroughly. But then they'll hit you with a thorough ass bill too. And I'm like, oh, okay, we didn't talk about this part. Like, I didn't realize that one of you were going to be 500 an hour, the other was going to be 2,500 an hour, the other was going to be 3. Like, bro, that they're like. They're
They're
huge,
just
though. They're attorneys that you just don't fuck with. They're one of those type.
Right. You
So-
better hope you never ring their phone number.
Yeah, me too. Because then I have a high bill. So please don't
Scam
ring
callers
my
are
phone.
getting
Trust me.
charged up the ass.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's what is this company?
So I'm gonna work on Facebook catalog and TikTok catalog.
No, you don't have to do anything with that. So I'm pushing still. So the Facebook catalog, Amazon catalog, Walmart catalog, I'm doing. The marketing's all on you. The content is half on you. I'm gonna do some content as well. So whatever.
Is that with the agent you have?
What?
Is that with the marketing agent? Are you gonna use that, or you're gonna
Well,
be doing it
technically,
manually?
yeah. I mean, if you're looking at it from an agent perspective, I guess I'm doing both sides. But I meant like Self Labs will do content too and push it to Smart Choice.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
huge.
I'm gonna do that because you can go into detail about some things, but you can't fully go into like. And I don't want you to as a brand, right? Like I really want you to stay far away from some of the claims, like we're willing to make the claims because we're a lab. So like we want you to contest us. You making a claim, you can get sued.
Right. Okay. Yes. I know.
So I'd rather you stay away from that, but we will do that. We'll say, all right, we just think fluoride is bad, and tell us why it's not. Seriously,
Right.
you know,
I'll-
you shouldn't say
I'll-
that. Though. Like dentists would be like, why the fuck is this guy out here selling water filters talking about fluoride being bad? You know what I mean? So I you stay away from it, and we'll be the guy that does that. So yeah, that's what I mean by that.
I'll make professional recommendations.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, and then even not even attaching it to a product, because even the brands that you sell may be scared of how you're saying it. So yeah, so let us do the claims. We'll send the people over to you. The people that like are with the uproar, like yeah, fuck fluoride. They'll be from us and be ready to buy a filter. So
And I want to be able to say that so bad.
you might. Well, no,
No
we
claim.
could do that. We could do that as people get more and more educated. Just right now, we're still in the middle. Someone will legitly argue with me, going, "What the fuck's a calcified pineal gland?" I'm like, I don't want to go. Clearly, yours is calcified, right? Like, if you're arguing with me, well, clearly you're calcified. So, like,
Right, go stare at the sun, buddy. Then talk to me.
yeah, like it's like I guess you brush your teeth, like, huh? Like you just use Colgate. You definitely did. So I see. That's what I mean. I'm sorry, guys. I can't hide it. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Straight up Colgate consumer.
Yeah, that's what I call them, the Colgates. So, whatever. Again, but you can't say that I can, right? And they try to come after me, but I will legitly create a whole report and go, wow, wow, here's what I discovered. So, please tell me why I'm wrong. You know, so that's how I feel. So, yeah, you can, I'll do that, I'll handle that, you can do other stuff.
That's perfect. So that's Facebook, Amazon, Walmart. You're pushing to. You're gonna do some marketing. Is there anything I can do with TikTok? I forget where we left off with TikTok because they were kind of being.
TikTok, I don't, yeah, I think at the time we were, oh, that's what it was. We have to wait for approval. Did they ever email you or anything?
Oh, I'm checking now. Would be on the business suite, correct?
They should
Yeah.
have given you approval by now.
Chat.
It said 3 days. That was like a month ago. They didn't give you
Yeah.
approval. They obviously not trying to approve anybody because that was so long ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Oh, here we go. Grab my toolkit. It's time to unlock potential toolkit.
Yeah, they've been emailing you every day, legit. Like, guy, come in here. Like we said, you could sell. Like, what are you doing? Here's another discount. Please come in. Please come in.
That's fucking hilarious.
Did you not
Yeah.
want to sell with us anymore?
Dude,
Start
twice
selling. Start selling.
a day.
Huh? Yeah, bro. They
It's twice.
They really want it because I think it's slowing down slightly, so they're trying to get everybody back, and they're probably trying to get other brands in there too. So
I know the lives you're talking about, and those are huge, man. Those are absolutely huge with the products there with the little X and the orange,
yeah,
right?
yeah. If you're gonna do this with, yeah, thank you. I'm like, if you're gonna do this,
Good call. I almost forgot.
I was like, please don't get hacked.
If you didn't say anything.
I wasn't
You
gonna
had to
leave
say
that.
it.
Soon as
Yeah, all you
said
had to
that,
do was
because you put your phone number, I don't know. People are weird. They'll call you. They'll definitely call you, and you don't want that. I had it happen to me, and I was like, why the fuck? Like, I knew that was gonna happen too. It was mad late at night. I'm like, you guys are weirdos. Call me at 1 a.m. I'm like, why? Why? Whatever. It's my fault. I can't even blame them. Like, it's my fault. My dumb ass should have just kept it far, far away from everything. But it's all good.
That's right. Yeah, and I mean, you remember I said I wanted to be faceless, anonymous, but I don't think that's going to be possible. I'm going to have to kind of build like you said, the avatar, because I can't do 3 days of my face and then all of a sudden it's.
No, you
No.
should be comfortable showing your face. I think every brand should, or at least appoint somebody. But even as the founder, CEO of it, you should be showing your face. It's more
Definitely.
powerful. It really is, because people trust the brand more because they know, okay, I know the person behind it. Got a lot more signups for Harmony and SoFo was for just streaming, talking about it, than I did marketing it. So it does work.
That's huge. Can you remind me what's your mod's how to say your mod's name? Oh, I forget it.
Who? Oh, say it ain't. Yeah, why don't
Say
you
it eight.
change your name, bro? Like, why do you still got the generic name? Like, we need to talk about this. Like, what's going on with your name?
Like you got a high school nickname or something?
No, he just got the generic name that they gave him. I don't know why he wasn't creative, and he's normally creative, and normally he would pick his name. I know he's laughing right now, but I think you should pick your name, bro. Like, what you doing? Don't do it now because it might fuck your shit up. So don't do it yet. I'll hit you up and we'll choose a name
Wait, after the
together.
stream. After
Yeah, we'll do it
okay.
after stream. But why? What do you want to say to him?
Honestly, dude, I forgot.
My bad.
I want to say thank you for being here. Honestly, how about that?
Oh, he's always here. He's always here. You know, I'm gonna have some more mods too as we get bigger because shit is
Mm-hmm.
definitely getting crazy, and I don't know if my audio is always good, so I need editors in my shit now. So he's gonna upgrade to an editor that we're gonna put a mod under him, so then he can control both, so the audio and
Right.
shit's good. Because I watched our last stream and it's weird. You're louder than me, and I'm the source. So it's like, how are
Mhm.
you louder than me? That makes no sense. I don't know if I
Yeah.
talk low. I don't know what's going on, but the mic's no homo, but in my mouth. So I'm like, what else the fuck do you want me to do? You know what I mean? Like, I can't
Right, I'm
take any
just
closer.
speaking to my plain old Mac speaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like I have like a nice what are those Elgatos, right? It's a good mic in it.
I don't know what the fuck I got, but clearly it ain't no Gato. It's fucking something else. It ain't working well. It's weird though, because when I'm by myself, it's fine. It's just when I have any other type of audio in there, the other audio dominates it.
I bet you it's my Zoom settings as well, because you know it forces camera and all that other junk. My audio
I don't
settings
know.
are.
It's not you, because I can play a game. I can do anything else, and anything else. Like the avatar's louder. Everything's else louder than me. So I got it's definitely me, probably with a specific setting that I'm just not used to knowing, and not know
Right.
how to change that. Right, like there's a lot of shit going on. If you could see what's happening right now while streaming, you'd be like, holy shit, there's so many buttons and things to click and manage and look at, bro. It's crazy. Like I'm looking at two screens right now, but at least like 50 buttons worth of shit, maybe more, and only on one screen. On the smallest screen is 50 buttons. On an OBS, there's so many buttons, it's insane. You know, so I'm
Yeah.
still learning how to work most of them. I'm getting better. You know, definitely getting better.
You got to get the soundboard with the
I
air horns.
do. You heard that?
Said fuck that.
You didn't hear that?
No.
Oh, I just played it. I have it. I have a whole soundboard right here.
Hold on. I gotta mute your Zoom, and I'm gonna unmute your
Mute my
stream.
Zoom. All right, hold on. Whoa.
All right, go for it.
You didn't
Thank
hear,
you, Logan.
You didn't hear it?
Oh, I hear the applause.
Yeah.
I'm holding my award up right now.
Whoa, that's
You didn't hear it?
Oh, the stream's talking. I'm about to say, like, what is going on?
I know. I confused. Seconds.
That's so weird that you froze. Why'd you freeze?
I think I responded to you twice.
No. You just fixed it. I don't know what you did.
Oh, I went off of the stream, dude. I almost messed up the other day when I was sharing my screen. I almost clicked on your stream full screen. It would have just Inception.
It would have put you in a portal
video.
and you would have not came out. That would have been it. Blue screen. That's what
Just-
happened.
It
Hate
just
that
kept
shit.
getting
Yeah, I hate that shit. I don't know why it happens. You would think like we would figure out how to make that stop happening, but we haven't. So
No, I think it's like one of those things where it's like, all right, that's as close as they can get to it, but y'all ain't getting to that fourth dimension, not yet.
I think we should apply for some grants too. I think there's a high level of grants for the shit that we're doing right now, especially with Smart Choice Water. I mean, even for Self Labs, but definitely with Smart Choice Water when it comes to health based stuff. You have a decent amount of grants that you can go after right now. So I think we should look into that probably next stream or meeting and just go
Okay.
into like, because you could definitely get, you might not need the financing. We might be able to get the grant money to do that first order. That first order could start you off, and then we could just start from there, you know?
I agree completely. So yeah, a grant or a third party investor, but more better would be the grant, correct? Because then we're not
Third party
putting share.
investor works too. I just didn't know if you want to go into those type of things, but that is a way.
Yeah,
I have
that's
investors, they're just slow, very fucking slow, and I'm saying this on stream, on camera, in front of your face, because you guys are motherfucking slow. God damn. But anyway, anyway, yes, you could definitely do a third party investor. Um, it's just working out the percentages, equity, and stuff from there. And I don't know how to do that with your business. I wouldn't want to do equity. I would rather see a deal where they just get repaid a certain amount of interest, and that's it.
right. It's like a yeah, right. It's a one-time thing.
It's
And
not
almost
one time. You kind of want. All right. The best way you want to frame it is a credit line. You want someone to give you a credit line of a certain amount,
Right.
and then go, okay, I'm gonna spend this. Like, say someone gives you a 250,000 credit line. You're like, okay, I'll spend this throughout a certain time. As I spend it, I give you this much interest back. That's it.
Mhm.
It stops there. There's no equity. There's no, oh, I own this too. Like, no, no, we don't need you that far, right? We just need you right here. Stay right here.
Right.
That's it. You know.
The guy I'm gonna ask for the referral for the business attorney. There's a small chance he might do that, but it's probably like a 10% chance, which is
Jesus.
guy's kind of like my grandson or whoa,
What?
guy's kind of like my grandpa.
I'm
um,
like, damn, how old are you? He's like my grandson.
yeah,
You're
right. My
really on a
grand
different planet. I'm like, wow, you're like 500 years old, huh? You're one of those people where you look real young but you're old. It's like, damn, it's my grandson.
yeah. Imagine you had to get from your grandson.
I've
That's some
heard
shit, son.
nephew, I've heard cousin, but I've never heard someone say, yeah, that's my grandson. Other than, like, being young, that's just crazy. I'm saying that to people, yeah, that's my grandson. They're like, what? Yeah, you heard me. Like, that's my grandson. It's not my
My
cousin.
grandbaby's right
It's not
there.
my boy. It's my grandson.
My son is grand.
Yeah,
Um,
that's funny shit.
he might be able to do a line of credit. I like the way you worded it. Line of credit would be the way to go rather than equity or
It's definitely line of credit your move. And yeah, that's how you do it. And I said 250,000 for a reason. So that's the probably minimum that you're asking for, because yeah, you're not gonna use 250,000. I think we priced it out already at like 100 grand, right? Something like that. Maybe a little more.
third.
Maybe I think it was
Yeah.
150, something like that. But either way, it was lower than 250. So that extra 100 is just a case like we see
It's
sales. Yeah, sales might increase really quickly, and we're like, oh shit, let's get more filters, right? And once we run out of
right.
250, we just
If there's a time of the month when they're just flying off, you know what I mean? We need to be available for that.
there are times in a month now that we're starting to realize, right? Like we talked about before, like pool filters. This is the time right now.
Right,
It's
summertime.
winding down because people's pools are open. Mine isn't, but like people's pools are opening. So as they start to get open, they were buying filters. So we definitely need to take advantage of that for the following year and just start selling it now. So it's happening now. I do think
Definitely.
there's a certain transitional point too, right, from real estate perspective, that I know real estate sales all over the country start to increase over time. It's not summertime, but it's right after summer where people have taken vacations to certain locations, like where they went, and now go, oh, I want to buy a home in this area, right?
Right, that the seed was planted, right?
So right at that time, you want to be marketing, get a filter for your new home, right? Then it's another time period of now, okay, baby booms. Baby booms happen at certain times of the year, right? Yes, there's bigger ones and the other smaller ones, but every year there is its own baby boom. So, like you said, for new mothers, new fathers that are now more health conscious, that don't want to bathe their baby in dirty water, you now have this ability to sell to them too. Then Christmas time, obviously, it's another one with holidays, and we just got to match those times and then just sell and directly market to those people at those times. That's it.
Right. And then another thing I'd imagine would be an alternate option that you kind of sprung the idea on me. Um, they have a lot of all natural soaps that are great for newborns, right? if we could also bring in one of those soap companies to partner with us, right? Because they will know just as well as we do that bathing in clean water is going to make the soap better because clean water is a natural solvent itself. So, that's the best form of cleaning. The reason they have to use the soap is because they have to counteract all the negative contaminants in the water. So that may be an option as well. What do you think?
I think that's cool. I don't think any of you should list each other's products. I think what happens is after someone checks out on either one of your websites, you guys are giving a discount for the other. So someone buys someone's soap, then it says, "Hey, you want 10% off?" Well, here's 10% off. Here's a code. Go to Smart Choice Water. You can get any of these filters for 10% off, and then vice versa.
QR code in the shipping once it's on arrival, and that's something Patrick will do for us as well. He mentioned that he can create marketing cards for us that go into the product boxes. Pretty much, we can create however we want. So I need to work on that as well. That's a little further down the line, but I'll have to figure out exactly what I want to show in there. But we'll figure that out together.
Okay. But yeah, I do like the soap idea. I do like partnering with brands in that way, especially during checkout or after checkout when they're getting their confirmation receipt. There should be something of us in there saying, "Hey, get this discount." So that's a good idea. And I think any of those brands will love that because it just makes them, look better in that scenario. So
Perfect. I love it. All right. Get started adding your products new to selling. Add products. Sync your online store. So let me know when you push to Amazon. I should be able to convert Amazon to TikTok.
really,
I should stops freezing. I'm gonna share quickly. Let me make sure. Let me shut up. That should be good.
that makes it so much easier. But let me see. Okay, I'm glad
Dude,
you're in here now. I don't think I've ever gotten. Maybe I have. Maybe I have. Maybe blind. Where do you see Amazon?
Right here.
That's the only way place to see it because I don't see it in here.
Shop a Dance versus
Amazon
Amazon.
compatible app. So it says for seller EIP sync listings from Shopify and Amazon to TikTok. Okay, that's the one right there. Then it's Amazon SCF to by who? WebB seamless connection your TikTok shop with Amazon multi-channel. Okay, so all of these are multi-channel connections. All right.
Screenshot this. I don't think you need
I
this
don't need
actually.
it. No, I don't need it at all. But just connect it then. If you connect it to Amazon now, then as I push it, it'll go right there. I don't know which one you use. That's a good point. No, you're looking at all of them. Like which one? Let's just try the first one.
Oh, overshot my margin.
It's all right. All right. They built this back end pretty cool. That's good.
It's actually easy to
They
understand.
should have just
Easier.
given you reviews. I would have wished that they did, but they didn't. Built for
What's that?
TikTok. Well, obviously we're on TikTok. The fuck? What else would it be built for? I guess just
Pretty
other apps. This looks just like Shopify's backend. I'm pretty. Doesn't Shopify run TikTok? I gotta look that up. They might. It looks like it looks like the exact same thing. Finances. That's interesting too. But yeah, install app. You see it? It says install. Yeah. I guess
Partner. Would I be the partner? Accessing?
How long do you want this app to access your stuff? I mean, we can always uninstall it, so it's not that big of a deal. And you don't want a short period where it's just delist everything and now we gotta do it again. So just put it on limited, and if it just for some reason we don't like it, well, let's uninstall it.
Perfect.
Don't do it again.
I know.
Email's fine. You can have people spam your emails, but phone number, Jesus, bro, they'll call. They will. And there's
I know I'm teasing them.
there's
They're
114 people watching. So there's all it takes is one. All it is is one. So,
You're waiting for
and
me to slip
eventually there'll
up.
be more than these people because sometimes I have 1,000 people watching, and that's what you really don't want. Trust me.
Then you're looking at every corner. What's on the back of the screen? What are they? Poor seller to TikTok. I'm gonna share again. I shouldn't leak anything by this. This partner will be able to authorizing the sync listing, product basic,
Authorize, yeah, I know.
order
I know.
information, fulfill
Yeah, I get it.
logistics, finance.
I get it. You can hit authorize. It's not gonna hurt us.
Yeah. 10-4.
You can. All right.
Sign up for free, I'd imagine.
Power
Or
on.
do you think?
Auxiliary in.
Why?
Power off.
Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, I think so. What about Jim? Can you hear me, Dustin? Yo?
Yo.
Oh, okay.
I heard something pop up though that was you.
My audio just went out.
All right, I gotta sign, I guess. Why'd you let me make my email so long, man?
What are you talking about? I
You
told you
could've told
not
me.
to do that. I literally said to make it Dustin S. I said Dustin at, and you were like, no, I like you actually had a whole reason on why you wanted it long. Just saying. I wish I recorded and I could play it back for chat because I was even baffled and I was like, why? Like
You're like, you don't know what he's getting into.
yeah, and remember I said you can make it sales at Smart Choice. You're like, no, I'll just make it Dustin v Salter. I was like, all right, go ahead, Dustin.
You know what's funny is I did make like a sales or a service at Smart Choice Water,
And
but
you still made it longer by making it service and still didn't listen to sales. You still said, nah, I'm not gonna listen to him. I'm gonna use another S word that's longer. It's like, all right, you like to type. Clearly you're a typewriter.
I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten so much better at typing since we started.
I'm sure you have,
I'm-
bro. Everything's long as shit. It's like for no reason. Jeez, you know how much I don't want to type? I try to avoid typing as much as possible. As much as like copy and paste are my favorite buttons. Because if I can't copy and paste, I debate. I really do. I debate if I want to do it anymore. I'm like, do I still want to do this? Because I don't care if it's 5 letters. I'm like, why? I don't want to click these buttons. I guess it's from coding, but I'm over it. I don't type.
Command V, baby.
Yeah, well.
Let me show you this.
Anyway, 100.
Yeah, I can only imagine how many times you gotta type something in.
You know
Okay.
what I mean.
We don't want to Shopify because Shopify is not our favorite anymore.
No, you're not my favorite. Again, looking directly at the camera to all of you guys. No, you are not my favorite. The
Here we-
start second to connect store to no, it says from Shopify. You want to go?
No.
Okay, what? All right, sure.
I was confused at first too, but
All right. Oh.
damn it, dude! Every time I share,
I thought you just like how much information they want.
all of it, dude. And the crazy thing is, I already have a TikTok account, business account. They should know what type of time I'm on.
Nah, it's TikTok being smart and staying out of it. So that it's kind of like if you put your shit in there, it's like you're giving it to this app, so it's not us. If they gave it to the app, you have some rights to suing them if things do go wrong. They are being a little smart with that.
What time am I on? Am I on New York time? Yeah. GMT?
Dude, you live in Florida. So yes.
Right, but that's not an option.
No, but it's Eastern. GMT.
GMT is what I'm getting showed. All right, I don't have any sensitive info on here, so I'm not sure.
GMT is definitely not.
I would love to be able to understand it just like click Florida, but
Yeah, that's it. Why is it calling it GMT? Interesting. Whatever. Timo.
Amazon or Walmart.
Should you sell on Timo? Maybe you should sell on Timo. Maybe we should push it on Timo. Huh. Oh
Uh,
shit, we might have.
I don't think we could do the bundle on Temu. We could probably do like the gravity filter.
Why can't we? What? We can't do the bundles. Why? Why are you making up that?
I don't think I've never seen a product cost more than $18 on Temu. That might just be a personal experience, so
I think it's a personal experience. I've seen a whole car on Timo.
not a shot. A fucking
I'm
shot.
not playing. I'm dead ass. I've seen a whole car. Whether that's a working car or not, I don't know. But I definitely seen a whole car on Timo.
The mechanic in the box.
I've seen bikes. I've seen electric. When I was even trying to buy an electric bike, I seen a whole electric bikes there. They were like $500, and I was like, "Ooh, this looks cool." But I'm scared that it's coming from Timo. I'm sorry, Timo, but sometimes it's just a little scary. And it's funny because all Timo is just Alibaba, so it's like, hey, it's just a different brand of it. Select U.S., Canada. Yeah, you could do Canada because we might have products in Canada and not U.S.
Oh my goodness! Look at this snag right here.
Look at what?
Oh,
Oh,
I got a full screen. This one. There we go. Connect.
tax remittance.
The same.
That's
Actually,
good.
that.
Talk about a lot of followers. Wow. Appreciate you guys. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Any new followers or subs to stream so far?
Yeah, bro. I think another 100 is what's in here.
We got the
I
support.
can't do math. I don't know. Maybe I can do math, but I don't remember what I know when I first looked it was 5,000. Now it's 139. So 139 followers. What? But damn, it's crazy. That is crazy.
Well, I thought I just did Amazon, but
You and SM.
dude, I gotta get that taken care of.
What is
It's funny because I was so confident that I stopped doing it too. I practiced every day, and I was like,
why are you saying like it's the disease? Like, what do you mean taken care of? What does that mean? I gotta get taken care of. I need medicine for this. Like, where? I didn't know.
I got a prescription to 2 hours of typing.
Yo, that's so weird. You hit confirm and then my TikTok on my phone went off. I'm like, wait, what just happened? Oh my god, I just broke my phone. Yeah, so now I need a new phone.
All right. Should we do Timo?
Timo. We are gonna do Timo. I think we really should. I really do. You know what you know what I can do for you too? I can go live with you on TikTok. That will help.
Yeah.
That will help dramatically.
What I want to. All right. What is my next step here? What am I missing? Start syncing listings from Amazon and TikTok.
Yeah, that's exactly the button you want to click.
I just had to speak it. I just had to ask someone.
It didn't do anything though. It's just telling you what to do. So it's telling you to import, which
select product, shop, edit, publish.
Yeah, there's nothing in there though. So
right,
it's gonna be manual, unfortunately, but it's not that manual. So how you can select all of them at once. So you're basically gonna select all of them at once when you see them. That import from shops, and it's gonna go all into the shop.
Fortunately, I have a clear schedule tomorrow, and I'm gonna be sitting right here doing the same thing again, making posts.
So that's good. So then tomorrow you should be able to publish everything on TikTok. Have you been posting anything on TikTok?
No, there's a problem with something.
What?
I get a 12-minute movie.
Oh, with Harmony? Oh shit. All right, yeah. Let me give you Harmony access. I'll do that today. I was like, what's he talking about? Yeah. There's a problem with something. Like, what happened? Oh yeah, okay. But you were waiting on me? I didn't know. My bad. That's my fault.
You're good. I didn't think it was.
No.
It was something
I
you
have
could.
A few people wait on me too, but that's because you guys are on Pacific accounts. Like I put in you guys on Lifetime accounts, which are different servers. So everyone else technically is good. They should be good. If you guys aren't good, let me know. You can let me know in chat right now if you're not good. But you guys will all be good using Harmony.
Yeah, let me know if
I've
y'all
seen,
watch the
I've
same
seen
movie I
videos,
watched.
so I've seen them be generated. And you guys are running shit up. But trust me, I know it's working. But
Nope.
yeah, you
If you're
you,
like
you
me, you
shouldn't
watched the
have.
whole video thinking it was going to generate after, but you just watched AI video. It was cool.
That's
It was
so
actually
funny.
really cool, honestly. I'm not going to lie. That shit was.
That's so funny. I'm sorry. Sorry I did that to you. All right, so I'll make sure Harmony starts
12 minutes.
generating. Then from there, so it's only gonna generate 8-second videos.
Right, but I'll create 3, like, for instance, my ad. That thing's popping off, dude. 293 in the last week.
That was made by Harmony.
That was made by Harmony.
That ad?
Mm-hmm.
How
It's
did you get it
prompts.
longer than 8
I
seconds?
had I did a negative. The negative prompt is where it's at, honestly.
I like how you're teaching me about
I'm trying to
my
find her. No.
shit. Loki just told me about my own shit. I don't know how
No,
that
dude.
happened. That's so funny.
It's dude. I'm trying to find my ad. My finder here.
He's like the negative prompts for that. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have said that to someone not one time. Man, I think we both just learned that Harmony works good with the negative prompts. So
Here,
we
I'm
need to try
sharing
that
if
out tonight.
you gonna the stream. I got the ad pulled up.
Yeah, I see it. Go ahead.
As we grow older, the small things make a big difference, like the water we drink each day. Smart Choice Water removes harmful contaminants but keeps the minerals your body still needs to stay strong. Because staying healthy isn't just for you, it's for the people who count on you. Smart Choice Water, trusted, tested, pure.
I also like the slogan they gave me.
That
But
was
that
made by
was
Harmony?
all that was straight out of Harmony. There's a new
Damn.
t-shirt idea for you, by the way.
Damn. That's some good
Straight
shit.
out of Harmony code.
That's crazy. Well, we're gonna have to fix that ASAP.
Yeah, dude. It was all
It's a quick fix, so I'll
It
make
might.
sure. I'll make sure that we get that up for you.
You're gonna be around tomorrow anyway, so I can text you, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yes, you can.
Don't go anywhere, dude. Don't go
I
anywhere.
don't know what that meant. He said you're gonna be around, right? Like, where am I going? Like, fuck. Almost didn't answer the question. I got scared. I'm like, am I supposed to be somewhere? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like,
I
what,
actually
you got
am
a plan, bro?
I
Like,
am
you
supposed
got
to be
to
in
figure it
different
out.
places. I am supposed to be in different places. I was supposed to go to Cali, Florida, Africa, fucking so many places. Washington. It's just like, dude, I don't know. Everyone gotta pay for all my tickets.
Yeah, I remember
Pay
the
for all my tickets, and somehow like everything else too, and then I'll go. But as of right now, it's just like, dude, it's too much travel, way too much. Well, give me a private jet.
yeah, just
I'm
overwhelmed.
down. I'm totally down.
Say?
Extra flights don't sound.
Oh, yeah, PJ? Yeah, of course.
Give me a PJ, and I'll be out.
This is something that I was trying to do. This was my last thing I was gonna do on Harmony, and it's pulling up right now. But I was gonna animate this, and that's an eye catcher right there, 110%. Right? We can
That's
even
made
put
with
H302 and H2 here,
That's ChatGPT, right?
but this was Imogen actually.
Really?
But this was the prompt for it, and then the negative. But also, I think I had it. I think I spoke psychology into from the previous ones, yeah. And then I think it was 11 Labs. I used 11 Labs for the voiceover for the ad.
For the so the one you just played was 11 Labs.
This was
That was
Harmony.
As we grow older,
Harmony generated, but the voice was
11 Labs. But how was it 24 seconds
Correct.
if it only gives you 8? So you put 8. You put 3 videos
half
together.
cut. Yeah, I just cut them together.
Gotcha.
So I did 8. All right, so yeah, 3. The prime and reel or advertisements like 16 to 12 12 to 16 seconds, right? So
You know, you could have told Harmony to make the narration. She would have made it, right?
what is it? Make it longer?
No, make the narration.
Hmm. Honestly, dude, I thought I was gonna get like a children book.
No, she does a narration actually really good. Like even when she did the whole news announcement announcing that she even came out, all those about to go live too. So all those little things down there, I fixed all of those. Took a minute, but I fixed all of them. So your account will update tomorrow. That credit thing's gonna go away for you, so you're not gonna see any like credits at all. It's just gonna be unlimited. The top up button's gonna go away. I'm sorry, guys on stream. Yes, you do not get access to this. Actually, you can. If you guys, I'll give you guys a challenge. If you guys go do this challenge, I'll give you a free account too. How about that? I'll let you know at the end of the stream, or I'll do a little surprise. If you guys can do it, I will give you a free account, just like Dustin. So anyway, yeah, if that will actually will go away, it'll just be basic generic, and then you can do whatever you want. All of it will be unlimited.
So
That's not working either.
uh,
What the fuck?
oh wait,
I'm back. It's like no, you're not.
it's like nah, you fucking thought.
You thought you were back. You are not back. Why is that not working? That's crazy. That shouldn't be out. Let me fix it right now.
I broke it. That's my fault. 110% my fault. So you got the push going to Amazon Walmart. Once that's pushed, I'll connect the TikTok shop. And then next steps are grants, and create marketing. Grants are line of credit, right? Find attorney. Put some stars next to it. You end up with God of War's ass yesterday?
What?
You end up fucking up God of War or what?
No, I didn't play yesterday.
That's true.
How long was that not working? 'Cause no one said nothing.
I don't think I've used it this whole week. Just because I've just been letting that one ad marinate. It's just so good. Give me a second, be right back.
Oh, child. Damn, 109 of you, huh? So, yeah, I'm glad you guys stayed, stuck around for the stream. Hope you guys learned some shit. Definitely a lot going on with Smart Choice, fixing Harmony right now if you guys are using that. I don't know why the chat went out, but looks like we have a little bug with the browser. But it's not that actually.
Sorry about that.
You're good. So I think we're good, right? I think we pretty much.
Yeah, we knocked a whole lot out today, honestly. This is good for today. I'll probably text you tomorrow just to see if you're ready for me to. Well, it should show up right when I go to TikTok to try to connect it.
You should see everything. You should see TikTok. You should see Facebook. Whatever else is connected. Yeah. Walmart as well. And Amazon.
Awesome. Don't forget about your patent for the Aura water bottle.
Yeah, no, agents. I have agents on it. But every time I speak, I just run, bro. I'm always ahead. Trust me.
What am I talking
I
to,
wouldn't
damn
even.
it?
I wouldn't even said it if I didn't do that. Trust me.
Yeah, you got a point, right?
I let Patrick talk for a reason. I was like, hey. But then once I had it in, I was like, all right, yeah, it's my time to shine. It's interesting.
What about Harmony? Not yet, or that'll be tomorrow, right? You said.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it now. I'm actually fixing it now while we're on stream. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a break on stream for a second, and I'll be back. So everybody that's watching, yes, I will be back tonight for sure. But Yeah, I just want to take a break. I honestly want to go on a ride, but I think it's dark now. And it's not dark yet, but it's about to be dark. So I might take a ride real quick, do 10 miles, and then I'll come back to the rest of the stream and we'll rock it up.
Awesome, brother. Well, like always, thanks again, bro. We killed it today. You got a lot covered, and I think this stream is getting more informed every day, which is our goal. So, I'll say peace out to you, brother. I'll text you tomorrow, and peace out, stream. I'll see you next time.
Sounds good.
See you, bro.
Peace. All right. So yeah, I'll be back. Give me an hour. I'll be back, all right? And then we'll play some games. We'll fix Harmony, and then we'll go to sleep. Sounds like the night, right?